All right, let's talk about a really powerful idea today. It's all about how you can find that sweet spot between being successful and actually being happy. And it all boils down to understanding one key difference in how we approach our lives.
So let me just start by asking you this. Does that same fire that pushes you forward at work ever feel like it's burning you out at home? You know, that feeling of friction between your ambition and just being content? It's a super common problem.
And believe it or not, the entire puzzle might be solved by this one single thought. This quote right here, this is basically our guide for the next few minutes. It's telling us that to really win, our work life and our personal life need completely different game plans. So let's unpack what that really looks like.
Okay, so the whole idea here is that we're all living two lives at the same time, right? There's your professional life, and then there's your personal life. And the secret to making everything feel, well, easier and happier is realizing that these two lives run on totally different operating systems.
This slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got your career. It's all about motive, goals, strategy. It has to be. But then you look at the other side, your personal life, your relationships, your hobbies, your joy. That stuff thrives when you're just present, when you're spontaneous. The biggest mistake so many of us make is we try to use the professional rule book for our personal lives, and it just doesn't work.
So let's dig into the professional world first. In this arena, having a clear motive, a reason for doing what you do, it isn't just a nice to have, it's the engine that makes the whole car go.
Seriously, at work, your why is your compass. It points you in the right direction, it keeps you focused, and honestly, it's what gives you the grit to get through the tough days. Without a clear why, all your hard work can feel random and frankly pointless. Your motive is what turns busy work into real achievement.
And look, professional progress is usually a pretty clear path. It's structured. You define what you want, you figure out the steps to get there, and then you put your head down and you do the work. It's a logical journey from point A to point B, all for a specific result.
And we're talking about very concrete, measurable things here, right? Getting that promotion, hitting a sales number, learning that new piece of software, growing your contacts on LinkedIn. These are the clear finish lines that your professional why helps you cross.
But what happens when we punch out for the day? When we step back into our personal lives, the rules don't just change a little bit. Oh no, they get flipped completely upside down. Now this is the part that can feel a little strange, a bit counterintuitive. If you try to bring that same goal-setting, KPI-tracking mindset to your relationships or your hobbies, it can completely backfire. Suddenly there's pressure, there are expectations, and something that should be joyful just becomes another item on your to-do list.
You see, the real magic in our personal lives happens when there is no motive. Think about it. The best walk you've ever taken probably didn't have a destination. The best phone call was probably with a friend where you had nothing specific to talk about. True rest and real connection, they happen when we just let go of trying to accomplish something.
And that brings us right back to the second half of our quote. In this context, success isn't a job title or a bank account balance. Success is happiness, it's peace. It's feeling truly connected to the people and things you love, and the road to that kind of success is paved with these motive-free moments.
Okay, so if these two worlds are basically polar opposites, how in the world are we supposed to live in both of them? Well, the key, the real trick, is learning the art of separation. Separation is all about being mentally flexible. It's like being a great actor who can play different roles. It's the skill of consciously shifting gears. When you're at work, you're the focused, goal-driven strategist. The minute you're home with your family or out doing something you love, you switch into being the present, spontaneous person. It's all about knowing which mindset is the right one for the moment you're in.
And this is such an important point. We always hear about work-life balance, which kind of makes it sound like you're juggling two things at once, trying not to drop them. This idea is different. It's about creating a clean, clear mental boundary. Instead of blending, you're consciously choosing the right tool for the job.
So let's bring it all together. When you get good at this, when you master this art of separation, you stop working against yourself. And that's when you start to create a real sense of harmony in your life.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to this one number, 2. You have two lives and they need two different rule books. Getting good at using both of these mindsets isn't about being a fake person. It's about becoming a more complete, more effective, and ultimately a more fulfilled version of yourself.
And here's the best part, the real payoff. You don't have to choose anymore. Your ambition doesn't have to poison your happiness. You can go after your career goals with everything you've got and also find incredible joy and deep contentment in your personal life. They can exist together, beautifully.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to chew on. Looking at your life right now, which part of it needs a different approach? Starting today, take the switch. Thanks for tuning in.